comes down to the first corner. Very late apex, and looks like he gets a little bit of understeer in the first corner. Sets him up all right though for turn 2, and hogs the inside line all the way through turn 3 down to turn 4 with the second DRS zone open. And let's see where he breaks just before the 100-meter board. Stays in 5th gear, gives him plenty of traction coming up into the long uphill sector. And here we have the long sweeping right-hander now, where you saw plenty of brilliant overtakes in real life F1. You saw Alonso go around outside of Jenson Button there once. And we have a spinner in sector 2. I don't think that should get in the way of the lap of the Williams. Running the number 30, which I don't think was ever been run in real life Formula 1. Down to another tight right-hander, and all the way downhill now into Jun Xiao. He comes, and it's a 51.7 so far for the second sector. It looks like it got a little bit of understeer off the left-hander, and now it is just flat out until the start-finish straight. With DRS open at the moment, what is the opening benchmark going to be as that guy comes across the line? It is a 1 minute 8.4. So, first set time has been set.
John beats it straight away with a 8.1. Slew going in to 3rd.
Jeff Hales goes 3rd with 8.4. There's 100th down on that guy. Prevenel is late as well. Yep.
6th fastest so far, but not the most competitive time for Destined.
Let's see Greg starting a lap in his McLaren.
TV8 Tamino starting a lap, Mr. Colucci finishing a lap time, it looks like. His teammate goes 4th fastest, very good lap time by Colucci. And
Solid
Mr. Wiggles goes to 2nd, only 4 thousandths of a second behind John. So we can already tell that it is going to be very close in this qualifying session. Got a Red Bull starting his lap, Tenton finishing his lap, going 3rd fastest. And Top Gun, who was also known as Hungry Throne from last season, going 3rd fastest.
The need for speed there, isn't he?
Yeah, he needs actually hundredths of a second as Tamino goes fastest, and the first person into the 1 minute 7s for today.
No, Greg's just stopped completely just to make sure he stays out of everybody's way. Like, they're sensible, and then there's probably a bit too sensible. But anywho.
I am very well, Johnny. I think Spark is as well. What a lovely camera angle of that Red Bull there.
Yes, he's coming round down to the final sector now. A 51.5, so he could be on for a good one here. It's only 0.2 faster than what that guy managed, but he did get understeer throughout the final corner. Now, I reckon this will be at least a top 5 from IIRacingLeague. What does he do is he comes across the line. I don't think he'll get into the 1 minute 7s. He goes second with a 1 minute 8.1.
Good luck time. A 10th split in 2nd to 6th. You love to see it.
Absolutely, and just for more spice, Wiggles has just gone 0.2 up in his fastest time. That's going to put him on course to take pole position for the sprint, but he's lost it!
Very easy to lose it there. Very easy.
That was not commentator's curse. I don't care what you lot say, alright?
Yep, Mr. Speaker coming towards the line. Did a 2 minute 13 on his first lap, so maybe a double warm-up lap for Mr. Speaker. Goes 16th fastest at the minute. Mr. Speaker is making his debut in no assist, so good luck to Mr. Speaker. But just whatever, watch out for Monkey, who made his debut last week. Oh, and Demon is here. Evening, Demon. Smaller coming to the line, goes 10th fastest with an 8.4. And we now have 4 drivers on an 1 minute 8.4.
At turn 3 while he's going for a car. Looks like his ego is writing checks that his car can't cash.
Tamino,
I guess you can tell I'm in the middle of a Top Gun binge.
Well, it looks like a little bit of a oversteer moment there for Tamino. Oh, and an even bigger snap there for Tamino, so that'll definitely lost him time. and he has backed out of it, which is second fastest on a 1 minute 8.0.
That guy goes third fastest as well on an 8 minute 0.0.
Oh, John on a very good lap time now, 3.5 tenths up. Oh, a big wiggle there through the final corner, the final proper corner that is. Going towards the line now, opening the DRS. Might get a little bit of a slipstream there from the Aston Martin. Crosses the line, yeah, that time that he lost.
0.02 of a second.
Lost 2 tenths because of that slide. Which is unfortunate for John, but we know he definitely has time in the locker for possibly
Wiggles
one
is
last
3
run.
tenths up on his best now. Oh, we could see a pole position coming here from the Mercedes. He was 3 tenths up as it came through the second sector rather. He hugs that inside line. We're going to easily see a time in the 1 minute 7. He comes across the line as a 7.8.
Could have been similar to what John did, but Mr. Wiggles did it for him. His lap time, which will put him roughly around P11 at the minute. Opening the DRS now, taking the shortest line possible. Crossing the line, and does go 11th fastest. I must be a mind reader.
Can you predict the result for us, TD?
No, I can't quite do that.
0.6 of a second. So this could be a pole position here from Top Gun.
The Hungry Fern has turned into a top. Opens the DRS. Crossing the line, and does by 0.3 of a second.
Wow.
Well, 2 tenths. But very impressive anyway. On a short track. It's a good lap time there, Top Gun.
If he gets pole position.
Backed off on his lap time. Smaller Smiley's on a lap time, I think.
Tamino's also at that time and is 3 tenths up on his best. Could be a front row here for Tamino. In fact, it will be a front row if he didn't lose any time in the final part. He comes across the line, and yep, he's a 10th down on Top Gun.
To the Lewis Hamilton Alex Albon corner.
Speaking of at said corner, I think he understeered a bit, but he's 3 tenths up on his best though. But I don't think that's going to change his position.
Oh no, he's a second down at thingy, but he could have had a big snap of overs there, a bit of slipstream there from the AlphaTauri.
But he's run out of energy coming across the line.
Stays 16th at the minute. Last lap in qualifying with only 1 minute and 25 to go. Coming to the line now, keeping as close to the wall as possible, and does go third fastest with a 1 minute 7.7. It's a good lap there by Irish J. But can anyone else emulate Irish J to try and get that front row? The smaller Smiley is coming to the line, but he's starting his lap time.
Wiggles is on a time run, but he hasn't improved. I think he's only 2 100ths up on his best. So this won't see a change of position for as he comes across the line.
He does, just.
Oh, and he does change position, goes to P3. That shut me up.
John's on, he's on a lap time, I think. No, he's starting his lap time. This is very glitched. Oh, Mr. Speaker. Not quite sure what's happened there to Mr. Speaker, but I think he might have retired on track, which is a little bit naughty. To 1. So also through sector 1 we've got every car except for Smaller Smiley on the track. Smaller Smiley is finished though, and Deflated Wee has invalidated and will start at P20 for the sprint race.
No, that's not. I thought that was Tamino that spun off in the Ferrari, but no, it was Mr. Colucci. So Tamino's still on a timed run. Top Gun is just a bit up in his first sector as he comes across the sweeping right-hander. Oh, and he's lost it. Dear, oh dear. I mean, you know what? I think this commentator's curse thing might actually be a thing.
Tamino on it, half a tenth down on his personal best. Maybe getting a bit of a slipstream here from the Aston Martin as well. He needs to start improving through his final sector if he wants to go on to pole, but backs out of it.
He's backed off.
So that is Tamino P2. What can IIRacingLeague do? He isn't improving. Will stay in P4. Mr. Colucci isn't improving. Dayman crosses the line, stays in P15. And that is the end of qualifying. That went extremely quickly. In the starting on pole position with TV8 Tamino in P2. Mr. Wiggles in P3 with IIRacingLeague, the reigning champion, in P4. John, the race winner of last week, in P5. 1010 P6, that guy P7, Small Smiley P8, Perry Jerry P9, and rounded off the top 10 with Joseph Hales. There is IIRacingLeague in P1 then. Mr. Wiggles in P2, Top Gun in P3. Top Gun getting fastest lap for the sprint race, but obviously that doesn't count to a point. He just gets it on Mary, which is nice to see, really. The two DNFs that we had are Deflated Wee and Prevenel, who crashed on the last lap, which is unfortunate for him.
That is a shame. But there's always the feature race where there's more laps. So
always the feature race. Keep it in a straight line, and you'll at least be doing something good.
See TJ getting a bit cheeky on the chat, so give us retires if he gives a front wing. So with 5 red lights on, they go out and we are underway for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's IIRacingLeague leads him off the front. Brilliantly start from him as Top Gun comes up behind in 3rd position there. Everything's slightly line astern coming up the order. As you see, John fighting with Tamino for 4th and 5th. I think the Ferrari is just about ahead, but the McLaren has the inside line coming into turn 4. IIRacingLeague remains on to the lead. Wiggles in 2nd, Top Gun 3rd, TV8 Tamino in 4th. As this Mr. Wiggles goes outside the track, just about keeps it on there. Everyone pretty much line astern. And we have an incident in the back, and that is Destin PRDM. That is... Oh, I think he's just about held it, and it doesn't look like he's got too much damage there, thankfully. But that could have been a nasty... It was between him and I think it might have been a Haas. But Joseph Hale looks like he was involved in that. And has he had any damage to his front wing? Because if he did, then he's clearly taken a page out of my book. Getting back up to the front, that's the end of lap 1. So IIRacingLeague comes across in the lead, and everyone is split by roughly 6 or so tenths apiece. As you can see, Joseph Hales has gone off in the Haas, and Mr. Colucci down as well. That's the first lap complete. IIRacingLeague in the lead, Mr. Wiggles in 2nd, Top Gun in 3rd, TV8 in 4th, John in 5th, that guy in 6th position, followed by Perry Jerry in 7th, 1010 in 8th, 9th is Smaller Smiley, and Flew the Alpine is in 10th position. As we see an overtake potentially from Perry Jerry, no, he slots in behind
Of their opponents.
IIRacingLeague right behind. I'll have to wait. I think he's going to wait for the DRS. No, he's
Nope,
going to throw it down to the inside. Mercedes across Red Bull, and this time we don't make contact going into turn 2. So that is how you do it. Hamilton to Verstappen, but that actually gives the Red Bull DRS coming into turn 4. Is he going to be able to retake the move? How hard is the Mercedes going to defend? Doesn't go for the move, and that puts Mr. Wiggles up into the lead.
And Top Gun is also right on the back of IIRacingLeague, so IIRacingLeague may be struggling a little bit on these medium tyres, may not be as comfortable as what he was in the sprint race, and Top Gun wanting to get that move done. Oh, Tamino nearly running into the back of the Haas there. But
and look at the lead that Wiggles has pulled out already.
I was about to say that then.
Absolutely.
And
See, Owen just joined. How are you doing, mate? Oh, Top Gun goes around the inside of IIRacingLeague, and crucially,
does
he's
look
within.
to be struggling.
Yeah. Crucially, Top Gun is within Wiggles' DRS, so he'll be safe from IIRacingLeague.
Yeah, looks to be struggling, does IIRacingLeague, which is completely opposite to what we saw in the sprint race. So maybe just struggling to get temperature, or the high fuel completely different to the sprint race, but he doesn't look as comfortable as what he did in the sprint. But John...
Oh, I was just wondering, how's IIRacingLeague potentially got damaged? Because he's dropped nearly 3 seconds off the lead now, and just looking at the back of his car, he's flashing, so he's run out of energy as Tamino goes into third.
And John's coming as well.
Yeah, there he goes down the inside, and the McLaren is up into fourth now. It's all coming back to him, just as it was in the sprint. But I doubt he'll be getting third position here because he's just too far back with the DRS. It's got another yellow in sector 2. I think that's Joseph. Yeah, I think he's just trying to stay out of everybody's way. Between the top 2, and crucially, Top Gun is on the hard compound tyre.
When IIRacingLeague pits and retires.
He's retired. Really?
Maybe just want Ross's IIRacingLeague's day. He just might have not been liking it. But that was very unusual to see.
Bit now on Top Gun.
They look to be pulling away to the top 2 from the rest of the pack. And John looks to be right on the back of TV8 Tamino in the McLaren, going for the P3 that he wants to get. Going down the inside, TV8 Tamino, very nice. Very nice defender there, keeping it around the outside. But John does have the DRS going down into turn 4. TV8 Tamino defending to the inside very quickly. But with that DRS and possibly ERS, no contest like Clark says. John up into P3.
Oh, so IIRacingLeague forgot a setup and he has retired, which is a massive shame.
That's annoying for IIRacingLeague for getting a setup.
Yeah. Okay. That's the Owen. Co-op anytime soon. I don't really do co-op much anymore. It's mainly sort of league racing, playing other games. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know if I fancy a co-op anytime soon. So back to the race. That's a shame for IIRacingLeague, who sadly missed his setup, and that's why he obviously struggled there.
I tell you what, John is starting to take little tiny chunks out on the lead. It's now at 3.5 seconds to Top Gun.
Should probably get back in the game.
Yeah,
oh, Wiggles made a mistake. Wiggles just made a mistake, and that could get the lead to Top Gun. Made a mistake coming out of Jun Xiao. He hasn't got DRS though, but however, the gap now is only 0.4 of a second. Come to the second DRS zone, and Top Gun, we could see it taking the lead here.
Once again in the Haas. Wanted to gain back his P1 that he got from pole position, but isn't quite close enough at the minute. Deflated Wii now starting to gain positions. Up into P11 now for the Haas driver. Just getting past Prev, but has to go defensive towards the inside. Can he keep it down the inside going into turn 4? No, Prev keeps it around the outside but goes off the track. Could be gaining an advantage there. Now they're going side by side into turn 6. Deflated keeping it around the outside. Oh, a bit of contact there.
Oh, lovely.
But Prev keeps in front for the time being.
It's a close call. If I were him, I'd probably give that place up. Because he has to go off track to maintain it.
The Deflated goes for a dive bomb there going into turn 10, but can't quite keep the move. Maybe a bit too much speed there for Deflated.
Exactly. Punch and counter punch.
You'd hold back on this move though.
Yeah. Going for a mover. He's gone for it. Going down the inside. And he gets the move
Prev's going to find it easier to get back though.
Yeah, like he did last lap. Can Prev come back to the outside? He's got the DRS. He's got more ERS than Deflated. Can he keep it around the outside? Oh!
Oh.
Very close
Just
to
keeps it on, he almost makes it stick.
It's going to go around outside again.
This is lovely racing between the two. But Deflated stays in front for the time being. But while we're
Wiggles has made a mistake. Oh.
Yeah. He's got a time penalty as well, and there's only 0.3 now.
3 seconds
Mr.
could be
Colucci.
crucial for Wiggles.
Fighting for the undercut.
Oh yeah, he's on the medium tyres though. So Top Gun staying out on the hards.
23 laps or so on the mediums. Certainly an early undercut, but let's see if it pays off for him.
Teammate right behind him as well, which isn't ideal. If Prev thinking sensible, he might just stick behind for the time being. But yeah, as you say,
he's stuck behind a Haas.
Like you say. Oh yeah, his Top Gun's teammates are deflated. Might actually. Oh, and he's lost it!
Oh!
He's lost it! Out of turn 10, cold tyres, cold hards.
That is one of the easiest corners to lose it on.
It is. It
Dear
is
oh
indeed.
dear.
That will have lost him a lot of time
comes
now.
into the pits.
Don't talk about it.
Hale says 0 luck again tonight. Sadly, sorry things didn't go your way, mate. But there's always next week, as Wiggles does the fastest lap in the Mercedes. 3.6 now, the gap between the top two. So,
He's
like you said,
4/10.
Yeah.
4/10 in a lap. So it's coming to John now.
Trying to catch up to him, but it seems that Top Gun's a little bit slightly faster in the middle sector, I'd say. So maybe a little bit more downforce for Top Gun.
I was running a higher downforce and Top Gun didn't really pull away. So
Yeah. So possibly a bit more downforce than Top Gun compared to John.
I think with John knowing that Tamino is behind him, it's almost like, come on, he's got to get moving.
Top
And as we see
Gun
Top Gun
pits.
coming into the
Early
pits.
pit stop. Very early.
Very early.
yeah, that
20 laps on them medium tyres. They are going to be very nice. That is if he goes onto the mediums. And he does.
I think the pit stop strategy was a 17 laps on the mediums.
Right. So he's going to be stretching them a little bit.
Yeah.
But if they are going to be very nice towards the end, then medium tyres. And oh, almost runs into a wall there on the exit. Oh, and he's spun in the pit lane.
Oh, he has.
He spun in the pit lane, hit the wall, and lost a
I was going to give it to
time.
John.
And Mr. Wiggles might even get in front of Top Gun even after his spin. Coming out of the pits, a side by side going into turn 4. Mr. Wiggles' warm tyres keeps it around the outside, and he does. Even after his spin, he's in front of Top Gun.
Red light flashing now.
Yeah, red light flashing. Oh, Top Gun tries to go around the outside there.
Oh, Wiggles!
Oh, Wiggles!
He's made a
Big
mistake,
snap.
he's gone round. Oh.
This is very entertaining.
Let's give it back to Top Gun on those on those mediums now. Wiggles on the hards. Yeah, they're warmer, but he's not going to have the amount of grip as the medium tyre. And this is changing all the time. This is great stuff.
This is back of Trevenel, Perigeri on new hard tyres.
Another penalty for Wiggles.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that. Prev staying in front then. Oh, and goes off the track again. Like he did earlier.
Oh, around the outside.
Oh, can he keep it done? Perigeri around the outside. Oh, very nice move. Lovely stuff there, Barry Aston. Lovely stuff.
I see Top Gun is lurking all around the back of the Mercedes. You can tell he's got the more grip as he almost goes into the back of him.
he's just wanting to get past anywhere.
Into the pits.
Oh yeah, Tamino into the pit lane. Good spot
Along
there.
with 10-10.
I think 10-10 might be going for the undercut on his teammate.
We'll see Top Gun easily past the Mercedes. That will help him when it comes to any kind of over or undercut, because he obviously lost time coming out of the pit lane. But where's he going to come out with relation to the Ferrari? I think Ferrari's going to be just about ahead, isn't he?
Looking like it for the time being, as long as Tamino doesn't make a mistake. It's going to be close between him and Perigeri. Oh, Tamino's pushed to the pit lane as well!
Now.
Oh my god.
And Tamino's got front wing damage.
Front wing damage, yeah.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Two costly errors.
What is he doing here? He needs to get going. He's breaking all the boards.
I don't exactly know what he's doing here.
I think he might give it up.
Yeah, I think he's might.
Oh, and Wiggles has made a mistake.
And yeah, I think Tamino's
Mino
think
needs to
that's his
hurry up
day
and get
done.
back to the pits before he causes a safety car.
And now, with that in mind, John's coming into the pits, and this should see him comfortably back into the lead.
Oh! Prev around.
Oh yes. And that guy
he's
also
minus
in.
a front wing.
Top Gun right behind Perry Jerry, going down into turn 1. Perry Jerry to the inside, but Top Gun just keeps it around the outside, more speed.
Come out front.
Yeah, I think he is. I just see him now coming out of the pits.
And he is in front. Just about. Mr. Wiggles retires in the pits. And John has got a second gap to Top Gun, but has 4 lap fresher tyres.
How much is 4 laps of wear on the medium tyre? About like 12-15%?
Something like that,
roughly,
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, so Wiggles is out and Tamino is out. We were sure those people were on for a win. But Top Gun with the warmer tyres, or if it's a little snap there, they might put him out of the DRS zone. But this is looking great for John now, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Perry Jerry also having a great race. He's in a net P3 at the minute. So that's a very, very strong race from the Aston Martin driver.
That penalty, so he could be on for about a good 3rd, 4th place.
Yeah, 1010 is starting to gain on him slightly.
Last season we did notice the hard tyres really did come back at the end compared to the mediums.
Yeah.
It was best being on the hard tyres and on the end at the end.
Yeah, could we see the same again? Could Perry Jerry catch back up to Top Gun? Seconds of Flew, then he can definitely get a good result. I mean, of that guy. But yeah, Smaller Smiley right in the back of Flew. On the fresher tyres around the outsides.
No contest.
No contest.
It's going to be hard for Flew here to get back.
Yeah, it would be.
With the traction of the mediums.
Let's say still about 5/10 back, so he's done well, all things considered. But like I said, I don't think he's going to be able to overtake him. No, I think I'll have to settle for 7th. Just I think in terms of overall wear, but as mediums and mediums, they'll have that little extra pace. 5/10 now the gap between 1010 and Perry Jerry. I got a feeling we'll see an overtake coming in at least by the end of by the start of the next lap. Just speaking out into the pits.
Mistake.
Yeah, I saw that. That puts him right on the back foot. Williams is right on his gearbox.
We're going to see a dive bomb.
And Top Gun is just got within a second now of John's DRS. So there we go. This will be a pretty quick overtake from 1010.
Can go for a move.
Ooh,
bit of a
big snap.
I think a bit of a lock of the ears there, and he gets the move done, but he is going to be vulnerable down to turn 4, it looks like. And that guy following his teammate
as well.
A little bit of a jerk there by Perry Jerry, maybe off-putting that guy. That guy following his teammate through, and them two will want to pull as much of a gap as possible to Perry Jerry.
Yeah. Well, the Aston Martin was boxed in there by the other Williams overtaking him, so there's nothing he could do. Top Gun gets a time penalty.
And that is music to John's ears. In a second of John.
For 4-lap old medium tyres, that's really good going.
Yeah, he's doing well on the
4-lap
mediums.
difference, rather.
He's doing well
Everyone's
on the
struggling.
mediums.
It's like everyone's struggling for us, though. Nearly 3 seconds to get between Perry Jerry and that guy. it's not like John John needs to push. Gap's 4 tenths now, so you can afford to lose the place. He's just got to stay within 3 seconds, and he's mustard.
Deflated Wee must have had a half spin or something. He lost a place to Mr. Speaker. Coming out the last corner.
Well spotted, 7 tenths, almost 6 tenths now, coming up the back straight between the leading two. It's kind of, it may be a mute overtake, however, it's still fun to watch nonetheless. As we see Top Gun come down to the first corner, it's now 5 tenths the gap. Still very much status quo up in the front. As behind, the gap between that guy and Perry Jerry is now at 3.2 seconds, and Smaller Smiley is now past Perry Jerry.
I think Perry Jerry's struggling on them 19 lap old cars now. He's now
I do think he's going to get him back here though.
Yeah, possibly might get him back going into turn 4. Looks to be inside but doesn't quite get close enough.
Oh, he's gone wide.
Runs wide. And that isn't going to help him in his fight against that guy, but that definitely brings Smaller Smiley into it. Might have lost a little bit of time there. The gap is 3 tenths of a second. Has the DRS, opens it up. Can he get close enough into turn 1?
Surprise, Sun God.
I know, Voss isn't here.
Is here.
Voss is here, Tim.
I'm here.
Looks like Deflated does have the move on Mr. Speaker now. I think Mr. Speaker is struggling with tyres and gets a 3-second time penalty.
That's going to drop him out of the points. Greg is 1.4 seconds behind, so that's going to drop him right out of the points.
Mr. Consistent is right behind Mr. Speaker. Last lap now, and we will just go with John, who, as he did last race, he just kept it extremely consistent once again.
This will be his second win in as many races, and obviously qualifying didn't quite go the way he wanted, but he made some brilliant progress in the sprint. However, he played the strategy well. When everyone else made mistakes, he remained pretty much faultless. So coming into Jung Chao, TD, take him over the finish line.
Coming round the final proper corner, as long as he gets the traction, which he does, it's going to be 2 wins in a row for John. He's going to extend his championship lead by some more points to 10-10 as he crosses the line to win the Brazilian Grand Prix. And what a race by John there, crossing the line to win. Top Gun with a very solid race coming home in P2. 10-10 in P3, that guy coming on in P4, but will lose the place to Smaller Smiley. Perry Jerry losing a lot of time on them hard tyres at the end, coming home in P6. Flew with another very consistent race in P7. AMS D-Bomb went a little bit under the radar, but is coming home in P8 in the AlphaTauri. Deflated Wee with a bit of a comeback drive for him after being P20 for both qualifying and the sprint, comes up in P9 with Mr. Speaker just behind in P10, but I reckon Greg will get Mr. Speaker, and I think he did just about. Anyone knows,
R.I.P.
Iros J forgot a setup.
R.I.P.
I'd have won that race as well.
Shout out to its family.
It is the man that says to put setups in every time we do a restart and he forgets it.
I literally put in 2 minutes beforehand.
I thought there'd be nothing more ironic, eh?
But it is John who comes over for a second win of the season, extending his championship lead, and 10-10 getting another podium, which I don't think he'd be too sad about, at least.
Another very good drive as well.
Yeah,
From
indeed.
9th to 3rd.
Need to pick driver of the day now. I don't know who to pick.
If you just scroll down a bit,
It's
fellow in 20th.
driver of the day.
I'll give it to John. I mean,
I think it
no
has to be John,
mistakes.
doesn't it, really?
Yeah,
Mr. Consistent,
mistakes.
once again.
yeah, absolutely. Plus his name's John, and you all know I love a John on the stream.